So, good afternoon, friends. I would have been very happy to be physically present in midst of you in Mumbai to share some time, ideas, and learn from all of you who are there in such large numbers to discuss about various opportunities that exist in the railways for development of the wind energy potential. India has already been one of the largest, fifth largest probably, the wind producer in the world. We have a very strong advantage in having a domestic wind turbine manufacturing industry, which also makes virtually all components, including some of the critical parts, components, even blades and many others. We discovered the potential of wind pretty early in the year in our life, because India started producing wind for a very long time, very good time. We have, in the last few years, estimated that the wind potential of India is about 650,000 megawatts, 650,000 megawatts. This is onshore. We are still to estimate the offshore potential, which the ministry is now doing. And I was involved in both these processes of estimation. So I can say that the potential of offshore will also be pretty high, because we have a very large coastline, 7,600 kilometers. The wind energy has also undergone a sea change. Earlier, the plant load factor for the wind turbines was not as high, and the ability of the wind turbines to capture the wind was also not very substantial. But the advent of technology, the height of where the turbines are put, has now made a significant change in terms of harnessing the wind energy potential for India. So that is as far as overall India is concerned. As for the railways, we need to find out all avenues of generating energy, which will be cost effective, environment friendly, as well as, if possible, made in a very sustainable manner. And if, therefore, we decided to chart out a course to make energy as one of the prime focus area for the railways. And I can say that we have made very substantial progress on that. So many areas that we started working on includes energy audits, energy efficiency, changing the energy profile by getting more about solar and wind, changing lighting to make them LED so that we can reduce the cost substantially of the electricity charges, and also waste to energy. That's something, again, a very significant initiative. We also decided to buy electricity through open bidding. The result is we are now, the first bid that we got was something like 3 rupees 70 paise.
Yes.
So which means where the state from where we are buying could be even 1/3 of what we are getting, or even Maharashtra we are buying at a very high rate. So when we get now another 500 megawatts from Ratnagiri Power, we'll be able to substantially reduce the energy bill, particularly the electricity bill, from this new initiative that we have taken. The idea is we should be self-sufficient, because that is a resource which is available within the railway premises, wind or solar. We should also be economical, and we also should be environment friendly. We should try to manage all the three at the same time, and therefore getting renewable source of energy into the energy basket of railways is a very, very important initiative besides all others that I just mentioned. In that, solar is something which we are working on, but today I am very happy that we are discussing in a very focused way the wind as a source of generating electricity, and in the context of what the railways can do. In the next few weeks or probably even days, we launch our wind potential in wind project in Jaisalmer. In fact, I would have done it even yesterday, but I was in Rajasthan, but in other part of Rajasthan. And Rajasthan is one of the largest states of India in landmass, so we couldn't reach there. But this is the idea, is to also harness as much as possible. The regulatory framework also must respond, because many times we must now encourage electricity banking. You can generate electricity at one place, you can bank it with the state utility, and then can use it somewhere else. Particularly for a large entity like railways, which has pan-India operation, this type of a regulatory framework will be an immense help. So I think we should try to encourage such ideas to be properly put into policies and eventually practice, so that we can greatly benefit from these ideas as well. As far as the wind is concerned, we really need to also invest into some R&D. How can we improve the plant load factor? Today, many places, barring probably Tamil Nadu, the plant load factor is not very high. But we must try to increase that, try to make it better by changing design of the turbines, trying to make sure that we are able to harness at a better rate. Secondly, we must also encourage is the hybrid electricity. Something, the wind is available in the evening, not always but normally, and the sun obviously shines during the day, and therefore the solar potential is high from early morning till late evening. So how can we have a hybrid system in place? Also, how can we think about some of the distributed generation? Can we generate wind energy in a localized place and use that to meet that local need of that place? This is something which we really need to look at, and therefore the research and development also must focus on areas of this type. I was just visiting, I was the chief guest for the Japanese embassy program, the Japanese Emperor's birthday, very large program, in which I was just going through various exhibits that were put there, and Toyota car, they showed me that they have a hybrid car. So I said, how do you use the electricity? Where are the chargers? They said, we don't need charger. I said, how do you generate it? From the movement of the wheels itself, they generate electricity. Now, if it is so, why we should not look at railways also to do the same thing? Can we generate electricity also from the way the cars are going to do it now? When I broached these topics some time back with some of my other friends, they were very skeptical about it. But I think we always accept something when it comes from some other country. That is something we also must accept. So I think if it is done in case of a mobile car, the railway is also moving the same way. Could we do that or not? We should try to examine such things. Also find out whether the movement of car itself, when it generates some energy in form of wind, could we do that also? We should look at various options. Like what we are doing now is to put the solar photovoltaic panel on the top of the train. So I think we should look at all options. Everything is not necessarily to be done immediately, but we must focus on new ideas. Research and development is always futuristic, but future can be also harnessed like wind. To harness the future, we must start thinking in present. Then only we can look at the future and we can benefit from it. So I think let us look at all these possibilities. But I am very happy that such large number of people are gathered. I am thankful to our co-organizers, including UNDP, the World Bank,
GEF.
And GEF. I am really thankful to all of them, because we realize that such ideas can be exploited with a partnership of this kind and this nature. Therefore, I am thankful. I am also thankful to my colleagues in the Railway Board, led by Member Electrical, for spearheading this campaign, which I am very happy that we have been able to push it to this level now. And I am sure over a period of time, we will be able to take it even to the higher level. We have already got agreement with the colleague Ministry of Power, Ministry of Renewable Energy, to work on some of these initiatives. So we believe in partnerships. We have to work with states, we have to work with multilateral agencies like the ones who are present there. We have to also work with the colleague ministries in the same government. And the idea is that we should try to develop a true spirit of cooperation so that the benefits of such big potential can be available to the railways in the next few years' time. Like we talk about co-generation, I think this is also co-generation of cooperation. So it's a co-generation cooperation. So I think we should try to take it to the next level. I congratulate all the participants. I also thank all the co-organizers of this event, including my own colleagues, and I look forward to we moving in the right direction. I always keep saying that the wind keeps blowing. So if you don't harness it, it is gone with the wind. So it's not just a movie that gone with the wind, but I think some potential also goes with the wind. So let us not go with the wind, let's move with the wind. Let us try to take as much advantage of the wind potential that is available. So congratulations to all once again, and sorry I have not been able to be there with you physically, but you can see that I am with you emotionally in terms of commitment and also in terms of making sure that we all work together. So maybe the distance is a little bit more, but our convergence of idea and interest is the same, and I think we therefore will be able to move forward. Thank you very much.